Go.
Hi, I'm making a chickpea meal,
Don't
and
look at the camera.
I have a few ingredients here that I'm using. I have some onion, carrots, some garlic, some coriander, courgette, and some chickpeas that I've drained and washed, tomato puree, and cooking oil. And I'm just going to show you how I do it. It's a very easy meal to make. Uh, so I'm just going to chop all this all together, and then we'll do the cooking. So I'm just gonna put in some little bit of oil, a tablespoon of I'm using rapeseed oil. I find it much more better and more heat resistant, better than olive oil when you're using a high heat. So let's get to it. So just gonna put in the onions. I'm just doing some garlic as well. I'm just gonna chop them roughly because you want to taste everything that you're having. I'm not gonna mince it today, but so I'm using a medium heat. I just want to soften them for now because I don't want the onion to burn. So I'm done with the garlic. I'm gonna put it in. The next thing, I'm just gonna chop the carrots, big chunks, not small ones. So I think I'm only going to use one carrot because this one is a very big one. I think it will be enough for what I'm making. I can smell the garlic. It smells really, really lovely there. And yeah, I think that's enough. So that's it for now. My onion is cooking perfectly here, and well, you can use tomato puree first, but if you do that, it's gonna stick to the bottom and it's gonna make everything stick together. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna pop in the carrots just for a little bit of color, and it doesn't need to be perfect, that's all. So I'm gonna cover it for a few minutes while I do the rest of the job. I'm gonna cover it for a few minutes. So I'm gonna finish off here with the courgette. I'm just gonna cut it into big chunks as well. So I'm gonna put that aside. Now I'm gonna do the coriander. I got this one from a Chinese shop. And then I'm gonna put them inside them now after just chopping them for a few minutes. I'm just roughly chopping them, not small. So I'm gonna leave some for garnishing as well. So smells so good with the coriander. I'm gonna let that simmer for a few minutes. So I call this my healthy dish, chickpea and carrots. What I'm using it with today, I'm having it with salmon. I'm just gonna put it in the oven for 15 minutes and have everything done by the time the meat is cooking. I have the brown rice cooking there as well. So just gonna throw in a tomato, that's all. I have half of it, I don't have a full one yet. Sorry. Looking good. So now I'm gonna put in the tomato puree just for color. I need to tap that to the fork. Open it up a little bit. I'm gonna put like a teaspoon or so. That's enough for that. I'm gonna add a little bit of some water just to. I have here chicken stock that I'm just gonna add. I'm using an organic chicken stock. Hope you can see that now. The color is lovely. And I'm gonna let that cook for a couple of more minutes while I prepare the salmon. So I have this salmon here. I have two fillets of salmon. I'm just gonna salt it. And I'm gonna put some pepper, black pepper, a little bit of some heat. So I'm using cayenne pepper, a little bit of it. You don't need too much of it. And I'm gonna put some paprika just for some color as well. And with this one, I'm using extra virgin olive oil. I find it much better. Just a little bit of it. I'm just gonna dab it just to make sure that everywhere is well coated. So what I do is I'm gonna cover it with a pink foil. I forgot something. I like putting a little bit of garlic on top. Gives it a nice flavor. So that's it. I'm just gonna cover it and put it in the oven for 10-15 minutes until it's all done. So that's half of my job done. Let's go back to this one. It's looking good. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the chicken stock. Putting in the courgettes, and I'm gonna let them cook for 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, and then I put in the chickpea so that the chickpea will get the flavor from the garlic and the onions and the coriander. And then after that I'm gonna cook it for another 10-15 minutes and Gina is ready. So just that I should put in some chili. Don't want it too hot, so I think that's enough. Like a quarter of a teaspoon of chili, cayenne chili. Smells lovely in here. Uh-oh, something's falling. It's okay. Look what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put in the chickpeas, and then I'm gonna cover them for 10-15 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back and check them and see how we're doing. I'm just gonna add all the chicken stock inside. That's it. So 10-15 minutes and we'll be back to check them out. So it's just over 5 minutes. I'm just gonna start it up and check how it's getting on. It looks lovely. So perfectly the salt. I don't know whether to add a little bit more. It smells so good. I think it needed a little bit of some seasoning, so it's looking quite good actually. So I'm gonna give it another 5 minutes or so, and I say dinner will be ready then. So you see you shortly. Food is looking good. I'm just gonna add a little bit of some water, I think so. It's actually cooked. So I give it 2 minutes for the water to drain off, and I think my dinner is ready. Yeah, 5 minutes. Just gonna garnish it with some leftover coriander. So go. Okay, that away. Put that there, and I'm gonna do. So that's how the salmon looks. Now it's well cooked. And that's the end result.